Today I'm giving a presentation on how Wix works and how you can use its different tools for your advantage. So I'm going to share my screen now. So the Wix tutorial. First of all, you're going to have this option menu where you have the different types of presentations you can make. I would suggest choosing a business one just because it is the easier one to edit. So when you press business, these are the options that you're going to have. And I always choose the construction one just because it's my favorite one. So when I choose the construction one, this is the first page I can see. First, you're gonna have the menu, background, and everything in your left-hand side. And you have a menu bar at the top. The page is already comes with this services kind of area where you can just summarize what you do, you can summarize your different ideas, and you can change the pictures here, which I will show you later on in the presentation. And what I like most about the business presentation is this part at the bottom of the page, where you can change the layout to whatever you want it to be, however it fits you best. But people can contact you from here. When you link your website to your email, people can write their comments or leave questions, and I will also show you how to do that later on. Then, as I know it is not the prettiest or the one that fits you best, where you, in your left-hand menu, you will have all these access portals, and you can go to this one, and you can change the colors, you can have a whole color scheme, so you can choose whatever you like. And then for every background you have, you can change to solid colors, pictures. It could even be like a GIF sort of picture where it moves a little bit. So you can, and at the bottom it says apply to other pages, where you can adjust one to your whole website, or you can keep changing it as you like. So that is what I like most about it, that you have this beautiful background where you can place your things on top. But when you move the website, it's still that you can still see the picture at the back. So I think that's beautiful. Then you can also edit your site and add your own pictures. So if you take pictures or you're giving a presentation on, I don't know, data, you can screenshot whatever you like, or you can add your pictures through the media icon, multimedia. You can load your Facebook, Instagram as well. In the future, I guess you could use this for your job interviews. And interviewers right now are really interested in what you post in your social media because that reflects a lot about you. So just making it easier for them to get to know you, to understand how you think and your opinions on different things that they might think matter. You can just link your social media through here, as well as uploading your own photos for them to see in your website. And I added this screenshot over here. So when you upload, when you want to load your media, you go to this icon, this one right here, and then you can search images from your Google Drive, your Facebook, your Instagram, or even your desktop on your computer. You can just upload it from there. I think that's really convenient and it makes it your own. Then because it is a business website, you obviously want to change it into a blog depending on what you want. So what I like to do is go to the adding icon, and then I go to stripes. These stripes I think are so convenient because they keep your sections separate but easy to access. And you can add a relevant picture, whether it is your picture or something that connects with the topic you're talking about. You can eliminate the picture and just have a solid color stripe. You can have just a picture as your stripe. So I think that's convenient and it makes it flexible. So you can make all sort of combinations through your stripes. There are different kinds, and obviously you can change the color, the type of text. everything. You can change everything about it to fit your own design. Then I did some research and I was testing this out. You can also do blog entries. You go to blog administration. Let me see. I can show you from here where it says blog in the adding menu. And then you'll have this, blog administration, create entry. And then you will have this. Obviously, you can edit that later. But what I like about this is that when you go to your menu in your editor site, you can see that the blog is a separate page from all your other pages. So you won't get it mixed, you won't get confused. The people seeing your website won't get confused, and this is totally separate, but you can still access it through your website, which I think is super convenient for everyone. And you can even get likes and comments, which I like that, because then you can make your website a little more entertaining, and you can view and you can have discussions with other people, which I think is pretty cool. Then you can make it your own. I love making it my own and making it different. You can have all sorts of galleries with pictures or texts. You can conduct your reader through arrows. You have horizontal lines, vertical lines, all sorts of things to make it more interesting. You could make it a little bit more formal with, I don't know, black arrows, or you can make it fun and even have like little characters. I don't know, when you place your blog entries. I really like that. Logos, badges, animals, nature, whatever you want to do it about, it's there, and you can even upload from another site if you want it. Then I think the most important thing when setting up your web page is the difference between a page and an anchor. As you can see from this screenshot, here it says new page. That is a whole different page. But within your pages, you can have anchors, which I think is the most convenient thing within Wix, because it makes the reader easy. It makes it easy for the reader to find everything they're looking for. And when we were discussing about the buttons and the menus, I would recommend that for pages, you use buttons, but for the anchors, you use the menu, because it is very convenient. And I will show a little bit about that later on. But I just wanted to point this out because I don't know if it has happened to you, that when you're editing your site, certain blue lines appear that have a little heading. Those are the anchors. You can edit the name of them. And when you have a menu button and you click the icon that links to your anchor, it directs you to the place where you have your anchor, and you can access that information right away. So you don't have to scroll all the way down to look for it. Or if you're at the top and want to switch from one to the other, it's easy to do so. And also, it is very important to add a different page when you want to add a different page, because sometimes you might get confused when trying to add a page with adding an anchor. You can kind of see it with the icons, but it still gets confusing sometimes. So be careful with that. So here it is. You have these menus, and this is what I was talking about, that you can relate to the anchors, because this, you place it at the top of your home screen or at the header of any type of page you have. And you can even have them throughout the page. I just think it's a little bit more organized to have it at the top. And you have about, gallery, contact, and you can change that to whatever you like. At first with this blog, I had it like within this blog, what are they gonna find within my blog? I had, let me see, future projects you might have. And you can link those, and I really like that. So you have separate things and they are all connected to each other. It is very important to have your things connected to make the site easier to reach. Then you have the theme buttons, which is what I like to use when transitioning from one page to the other. And let me show you something. You can also make it interactive, which I was talking about at the beginning. So the reader can place their name, their email, they can rate your comment, they can rate your content. You can ask for feedback. You can ask for, I don't know, a discussion when you're making a post about the Binti journal. People can comment on it, and if you in the future choose to read different books and upload your blogs about them, you can kind of make a book club within your blog, and I think that's amazing and it's very useful. And future job interviewers can also see that you are able to receive feedback, you are able to have a discussion about what you believe, about your perspective, and those little things I think add a lot to a person when you're finding a good match for a certain job. It is important that you know how to defend your opinion and how to provide an argument for different things. So I think this is one of the most important tools, so you can present yourself as a different person and not just like grades. This makes a difference. Then for the lists and grids, I really like that within your blog you can make certain little menus and summaries of what you're going to do. And well, you can obviously change all these things and adjust it to what fits you best. But here at the bottom where you can see the arrows, these can actually be buttons that you can press, and then they take you towards the new arrival section if you were selling clothes, or if you're changing from your home menu to the language and culture profile, you can just add to your menu, add a little summary at the bottom, and then the reader can just click on that and go to the next page, which I think is the most convenient. So you don't have to look for a menu, look for where the entries are, and then reach it from the menu. You can just reach it while you're reading your home page. So all these things just make your blog a little bit easier for a reader to understand. They also show that you're prepared and you understand how a reader might access your information. So you have that consideration with them, and they're not just wasting time looking for things. They're easy to find. So that would be all for today. But if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. If I don't know something, I'm happy to research it with you. It is quite easy. So thank you very much for your attention.